My name is Jeannie, and this is part of my episode, and this is Bacon. So, this is part of our Nichiren Buddhists on its view of love and relationships. So, I'll be interviewing my cousin soon, and she's launching her podcast, and we will be recording her soon, and she's coming up. And there she is. So her name is Lovella Malazarte Labnao, and she is a PSI graduate from the Philippines, 2003, 2004, and she was a volunteer coach for Star Shooters 90-day program. She's going to discuss about her podcast, Love on Love. So basically the format of her podcast is she'll be answering questions about relationships and how to rescue relationships. And this is going to be every Saturday podcast, and she's going to be recording and submitting her podcast for viewers to listen and to learn. And then they can also email her at lavella78@gmail.com. So that they can send their questions. So, hi, love. This is Bacon.
Hi.
My
Hi,
co-host.
Bacon. Good morning.
Yeah, and love is my cousin.
Yes.
And she's Buddhist. And I want you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. Good morning. Good morning, world. It's actually early in the morning here in Cebu, Philippines. My cousin mentioned earlier, I'm Lovella Malazarte Labnao, and I'm a mom of 4. And I'm, of course, from Cebu. And I've been doing coaching, volunteer coaching way back 2003. And I think this is something that I really want to do. And, looking forward to those people who would want to have a different perspective and, just shoot a message and we'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So we have a question from my friend Nikki. So she sent her question. What do you do when an ex comes back after a long period of time and he's still the same person and he has come back to you, but you see the red flags and you still want to try it out, but you know something is wrong? So what should you do in a situation where an ex comes back asking you back to be in a relationship with you? You've changed, but he hasn't changed, and you still see the same red flags. So what should you do?
Okay. First and foremost, the way I see it, people change. That's a fact. So, thinking that he hasn't changed, maybe in a perspective that there's familiarity, that, you see that he hasn't changed. But I believe that people really change. There's a lot of things that has been going on since it's been a long time. And well, there is acceptance that people really change. So he has changed. Maybe there's just a perspective also from yourself, from Nikki, that he hasn't changed because of the familiarity. That's one. Another thing is that there are red flags. So we all know that red flags are clues for us, to take a pause, and meaning there's a doubt there. So when you are in doubt, don't do anything. Just pause. Okay, just pause. And actually, based from experience, I also had that one before, and it really didn't turn out well. I also thought that there was something because he was like my first serious relationship, something like that, because we hold this memory of the person that they're very special and everything, and maybe at this point in our lives we're looking for that someone who can really be our partner, to be the rest of our, you know, to be with us for the rest of our life. And maybe this one who has come back from the past is the one. So there's always those kind of premise that we have in our minds that maybe he's the one. So I wouldn't say that, don't do it because of the red flags, but just really try to investigate, quote unquote, meaning don't jump into anything. Just there is a purpose why this person is in your life right now. Since you said it's been a long time, so there's a reason why. But the reason may not be that he is really may not be, but maybe. So that's the thing. You have to find it out for yourself. I wouldn't say do this, do that, but um, just a thing of caution. Just observe first and get to know each other first again, because like you have changed. I'm sure he has changed. So that one first. If you want to be friends with him first, go ahead. But if you see the red flags and you feel that this person may not be of value in your life now, then just you know um, stay with the friendship and don't do anything romantic or advancing to any sort, something like that. So that's my take on your situation. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm gonna add my question too
Yeah.
for myself. So my question is for myself is I've been hurt so many times before, and what can you advise me uh, since I'm dating someone new? So what can you give me as an advice? Like I have like fear of being hurt again, and how can you advise me? And what should I do? Because there's always that fear, like, oh, this guy's gonna hurt me, and even if he's a
Yeah.
nice guy. Yes.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, when people ask me this kind of question, um, because our minds is like a computer. We are a supercomputer, so to say, right? We store a lot of memories and everything from the past, and you know the fear of the past, that it comes up again. I'd be hurt again if I'm in this relationship. Sometimes we assume, oh, I'm gonna be hurt again or something, and then the worry of the future. Like I worry if I get hurt again. So what if? What if? What if? So if you really want to start a clean slate now, even though it's really challenging, you just have to dive in there, dive in the process. You meet this guy. I mean, you have met this wonderful guy right now, and just experience him, experience the situation, experience each other. Because, like I said earlier, for Nikki also, that everything happens for a reason, everything happens for a purpose. So give it a try. Give it a try. And, the fear, it's there. I understand. But be courageous. Be courageous and just go for it. If it feels right, if you feel light and with ease about him, no red flags. So just keep moving forward. And even if you see some yellow flags, red flags, or whatever, just observe first. And, maybe you'll never know. This could be something that would, enrich your life right now, and you'll be able to move forward and be happy, because that's just our purpose. We want to be happy, you know. So that's my permitted advice for you, my cousin dear. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, we're back, and sorry for the interruption. So we're back, and sorry for the interruption. It's just that we had issues, also with my dog and Lavella with her daughter. So yeah, but that's life. So going back to the interview, so So, love, I want to ask you why you want to have a podcast and why you want to do this. What's your purpose for doing this?
Well, the purpose mainly is to really empower and inspire people to make the change within themselves, and for them also to remember who they are, and make choices out of love. So that is my purpose. I really want to share my experiences, because I've been wondering all my life, what are these experiences for? And I feel now that it is also for me to share to other people, and so that I can remind them of who they are, and they're capable, they're whole, and they're creative uh, beings in the world. So that's really the main purpose, to empower and inspire. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I'm diving into this now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can assure you that Love is my relationship coach, so she helps me out. So she's actually helped me out, and it has.
Mm.
I've had good results talking to her, and eventually she's gonna offer like sessions. So, right, can you talk about like offering free sessions at first, and then if they want to work with you, they can actually work with you one on one, and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so the opportunity, yeah, so I'm going to take free sessions, right? And we're gonna talk about it, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to facilitate. I'm not here to tell you what to do, just facilitate your growth in the process. And if you want to move forward, then we can talk about it, make arrangements, because if you're from the US, we're halfway around the world. So I'm halfway around the world. So yeah, so we can make arrangements, whatever, the time, the fees, and everything. So yeah, if anyone's up for it, then let's go. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks. And I'm one of your repeat customers. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
she's my repeat, and she's forever free.
no, that's why I'm paying you back by introducing you to the world and to
That's
my subscribers.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also, I have another question. So, what do you do if you've been married and then your relationship goes stale and then you want to end the marriage and because you don't feel that it was a perfect fit in the first place or that the marriage has just not been making you happy. So, what can you advise that person if the marriage and the relationship has gone stale?
Okay. So, you know, having the perspective of gone stale, it's subjective, right? It's like, for example, it's my perspective that this relationship has gone stale. So, what am I gonna do about it, right? We always start with that. What am I going to do about it? I'm not happy anymore. So what am I doing here? Why am I staying here? But there's so many factors that we have to consider before we arrive at a decision, right? So it takes reflection for me. It takes a lot of reflection. There's a lot of things to consider. One is if there are kids. I'm very concerned because I have kids as well, and I'm very concerned with the kids, right? So if there are kids, that's one. Another thing is that, you know, why is gun stale? Are you still willing to do something about it? Are you still willing to, you know, put some fire so that the flame could, rise up again, and then, it could create passion, and because it's normal for people to be together, and then we think that we already know each other. So I'm so bored with this person. I see him every day, or I see her every day. When I wake up, she doesn't brush her teeth or whatever, so many things. And we also have that, from the beginning, so it's still from the past, the memories of the past. From the beginning, I really didn't like him much, or she wasn't really my dream girl, but I just dove into it or something. But we always remember there was a purpose. You saw something in that person why you married him or her, right? I'm sure you felt something. You love that person, the years that you spent, the amount, even, it doesn't really matter if it's years or months. You just got married and you want to break it up right away. So, because you didn't feel right. So, again, take a pause, reflect, right? So, think about it, just think about it first. And would you ask yourself, would you still want to do something about it? Are you still willing to pour in some little bit of energy or one last energy, right? To give it a try again, to rekindle. And ask your partner as well. Ask your partner. Maybe it's just you that's feeling this way, right? Maybe it's just you that thinks that it's gone stale, but your partner still thinks that, hey baby, we still have this fire within us. So something like that. So yeah, and then talk about it. I really think that, especially with husband and wives, communication is very important. So you need to open up to your partner, right? Be honest, like have a HOT, honest, open, and trusting. If there have been issues, it's more than that. Why you think it's gone stale? Maybe you're not talking anymore, right? And so many things connected to that already. There's disconnection. So start your within yourself and then ask your partner. I think those are the first steps first before you would say that, I want to break it up because I'm not feeling like this, feeling like that. We don't want to regret anything. So before you make this huge decision, especially with kids involved, um, again, take a pause and do those steps first, and then we proceed. You proceed step by step, and then if all else, it's really not working, then you've come to the decision in your heart. You could really say that, I don't really love this person anymore. This person doesn't give value to my life, so that the transition would be not hurtful, right? And at least there'll be amicable um, agreement that, you gotta go. You have to break this up. And that's it. At least when you make this decision, there will be no regrets anymore. Yeah, you can say that, I really did my best, my 100% best. And now, even if I got a divorce or something, but I'm ready to start a new slate and I'm willing to move on with my life with or without a partner for now. And then no regrets. That's it. And you'd still be happy, even if, you came from that, broken relationship. Just quote unquote broken, right? We don't want to label it as like really really broken or something, but yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Final question. So, I actually have a friend, and he's never been in a serious relationship, and it's just been short-term relationships. And he hasn't really had a serious relationship, and he's in his late 20s, and he hates it because everybody just friend zones him. Like he says, everybody just considers him a friend, and so what can you advise guys he's a really nice guy, he's a really nice friend to me, but he's been friend zoned by most of the women that he meets. So how can he become that boyfriend material, and how can he shift his energy so that he's no longer a boyfriend material, no longer a friend material, but a boyfriend material?
Okay. Well, okay. It doesn't really matter if, in your late 20s or you're in your 70s or something, right? So just never mind the age, okay? But the most important thing that you can start is to be the person person that you want to be. What does that mean? Like, if you think that right now, you are being kind, you already have the qualities that you think, there's nothing that you can change because you don't want to change to be someone you're not. Just be yourself. Continue to be yourself. Okay? Um Sometimes there's a reason why, we're asking the, why am I always friend zoned? I like her, but how come, I've liked so many people, but how come they don't like me back? So it's just not that person yet, perhaps, right? Or you can also take a look at yourself, reflect, right? Reflect. What is it that you do? I guess I don't know your friend, right, Jen? So I don't know if, because some people are, maybe I'm not sure, right? Okay, some people are so aggressive and they think that, maybe there's things, I'm just saying that there are things that he does on a first date or something, or he says on a first date that turns women off. Maybe because you think he's a nice guy, right? So you don't know because you guys are friends, so we don't know what happens during the dates or something. Or the question, my question also is, has he not gone out with anyone, right? So but I'm sure he has gone with, probably he has gone with anyone or with someone, but what happens there, so something like that. And just keep being open because maybe he's hurt, like there's already a mindset that I'm always friend zoned. So what are you creating? You'll always be friend zoned, right? Because that's your focus. So you got to change your focus also, right? So you're right. I want to be in a relationship. Someday I'm going to be in a relationship, right? I'm preparing myself or be in that wonderful relationship. So shift to that. Shift to that kind of thinking. Okay? Stop thinking about the friend zone thing. No. If you want to have a relationship, you can get it. You can create it. I'm sure you want, but you got to start with shifting first, shifting the focus. Okay? And if you think that you're already the nice guy, believe in that. If you're the nice guy, you don't have to do something, whatever change that you think you can do. No, just be yourself and just go with it and pray. And that's one thing. Like we chant, we are Buddhists, right? And we co-create and with the universe. So yeah, just pray and desire it really that I want this partner and this person. You can even create the kind of person that you want for yourself. So yeah, that's it. It's just a broad, because I don't know him, right? So it's just a broad suggestion that I could tell him for now. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, Jen.
Thank you very much. So,
Yeah.
so once again, I'll be posting the show links or the show notes and the link to your podcast. So you'll be releasing your podcast every Saturday, and people can send in their questions to you, and you can answer them on air on the podcast. And they send it to Lovella78@gmail.com, right? So
Yes.
Lovella 78. So letters, no, number 7 and 8 @gmail.com. They can send all their questions
Yes.
there and also
Yeah.
to the link. Yeah. And then you offer like a free session, and if they want to work with you to facilitate, for you to facilitate any relationship issues that they might have, you can talk with them with regards to that. So this has been really interesting conversation and interview. But I think we'll hear from you again, and then hopefully we'll see you on YouTube next time. Okay? That's- yeah.
Yes. We'll be preparing for that.
Yeah, yeah. So love
Yeah.
will eventually have.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah, okay. And thank you, Bacon. So he's so relaxed right now.
Thank you, Bacon.
Like, oh, okay, okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for the interview. And I'll be interviewing you again, and I'll feature you in my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you very much, also, Jen, and I wish you well. Bye.
Bye.